Hello everybody, it's Jared, the non-alcoholic aficionado here with a really special video. We've got Ryan, a local Minnesota NA beer influencer, and we've got some sweet beverages to test out today. I'm excited for this. Shamelessly, crowlers weren't a thing when I was in the craft beer scene back in the day with breweries, so this is the first crowler I've ever consumed, so I'm excited.
See, it's pretty.
Yeah, it is, a very amber look to it.
So this is kind of their Oktoberfest dish.
Okay. Whoa.
And they don't have any data on this like the other ones do, because
yeah.
this actual label wasn't for like retail sale. It's just for in-house use, I believe.
There's a unique smell to that. I don't know what it is.
Is it bread?
It might be bread, yeah. It is. Try it. Tastes like an Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Or like a, reminds me of a Northeast. Kind of that amber type of beer.
I've only heard about it. There's so many beers I've never had just because I didn't drink after 2009.
Yeah. I had Northeast at my wedding, and
this is kind of in the fat tire world, just because
okay,
it's got
an
amber, malty.
It's got a good bite to it. Good level of carbonation.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bitterness though. It's just got a good, I don't know how to describe that, but Oktoberfest usually have more of a bite, a little more of a strong flavor, just because, you know, I guess they're brewed in March and then they drink them in September. Is that how it goes?
I don't know.
I think that's why they're called Marzen.
Huh, interesting. I didn't know that.
You'll have to look it up. I think it has to do with German beer brewing.
That bread, I think it really is the bread smell to it.
Mm-hmm. Newcastle.
I can see that comparison. It's really good. It's pretty, I think going from the three we just had to this, the flavor profile is just a little bit more lacking.
Yep.
It's not strong in flavor.
Right.
It's just pretty kind of even, like you could just have a couple and not worry about getting like too overwhelmed.
Crushable.
Yeah.
They call it crushable.
This is crushable, you're saying? Because you can just have?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
okay, I see that.
I mean, I don't know. They say this one's crushable. This one's a session one. Like,
yeah.
Those are all referring to how effed up you do or don't get. As far as I know, I don't know. I might have a different perspective.
Yeah.
But
this,
I would drink this after playing volleyball or cutting the grass.
Good point.
Or on a boat.
It would be a good boat beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know who's been following the channel, but I've only been doing this for about 2 weeks now, and I've tried a good number of beers, and Ryan's been at the ready to see the reviews and make comments on our Facebook groups that we're in and all that. And it was super interesting to get him involved, because I stumbled upon his moniker MNNA Beer on a Facebook group, and I shot a message like, well, I'm in Minnesota too, because he was posting about Zero Proof, which is the local beverage house, and we just kind of like started a conversation. So getting him to come provide some sweet beverages and share a few drinks has been good. So I'm excited about that.
It's good to have someone to feel the passion. You know,
exactly.
It's different when you are with a bunch of people who don't quite get what we are after. You know, like, why can't you just have an NA beer from wherever? It's like, well, we don't have to. You know, there's so much good beer.
Yeah.
You know, we want to try to get good local, and I want to try to get good local NA beer on the shelves of restaurants, bars, entertainment venues, sports places, you know, whatever. There's an issue, there's a hurdle with distribution because of how much needs to be produced by a brewery in order for a distribution company to want to work with them.
Yep.
So, you know, it's a marathon and not a sprint. You know, Farmer's Kitchen and Bar, they have some Wooden Hill, I think. They've also got the NA cider from Milk and Honey. So good job, Farmer's Kitchen and Bar, getting some local stuff on your shelves. Yeah, all the local breweries would probably want to distribute their beers to be consumed by patrons in restaurants and bars, but it just takes a lot of work.
I didn't know that breweries made their regular alcoholic version with the option of having the non-alcoholic, basically same beer. I found that out recently, and it was like interesting because I was drinking what I had. It was like a raspberry blonde, and my friend, I asked him what he was drinking. He's like a raspberry blonde. I was like, but I'm drinking that. It's non-alcoholic. He's like, no, it's the real one.
Yep.
I think that was Lakes and Legends.
Yep.
Had that.
I was gonna
really
guess.
Good beer.
I was gonna guess Lakes and Legends, because yes, that's what they do. I mean, a lot of the breweries that work with ABV technology, hat tip to them. They'll just like take their flagship beers and make an NA version of it. I wouldn't say all of them do that, but a lot of them kind of do. LUPULIN, they do that with their Tropical Fun Pants and that CBP. Those are both real popular, and they've done the NA versions. Lakes and Legends is another place where they've got those two flagship beers and they've made the NA versions of them. So that's cool. 9 Mile, they're really awesome because they have new flavors frequently. And those are also just NA versions of, I shouldn't say just NA versions, but they're NA versions of their flagships. But I mean, that's what it is with ABV. That's how they cooperate, is like ABV takes the regular beer, takes the alcohol out of it, and just gives you the NA version of it. So have you had Syria? They're like a Blue Moon kind of a Weiss beer.
Oh yes, CERIA.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Theirs is a 0.0.
Correct.
They somehow make it without any alcohol.
Yep. Keith Villa is the guy from Blue Moon. He's the brewmaster. He left Blue Moon and brought the recipe with him, and then created that company.
No way.
And it's using the actual Blue Moon recipe. And then he took, it was 0.50 for a while, or 0. Whatever. And then he mastered it and made it 0.00. So it's a true alcohol-free.
Wow.
They've got 2 different versions. So
They
yeah.
have an IPA too.
Yep.
I've had that. Had that.
It's cool that we have the opportunity, like you said, to share that with people and to actually explain or exhibit the life hack that NA beer can be, you know. I've got people who are lifetime drinkers, and then they decide to try NA beer, and all of a sudden they're like, holy crap, this is the smartest move I can make right now, is to drink NA beer. You know, because I can be on my game, I can wake up tomorrow and feel awesome, I don't have to be hungover, I don't have to think about the crappy food that I'm gonna really want to eat if I drink a bunch of regular beer.
Yeah.
It goes on, but you know, you don't have to take my word for it.
You're behind.
I am behind.
All that talking means I've been getting ahead of you. Yeah, so this is my test of kind of a longer form podcast style conversational format. So hopefully this has been interesting to the folks watching. I usually do a little bit shorter videos, quick hits, kind of doing reviews and talking a little bit about the companies and whatnot. But Ryan came to the table with a bunch of stuff, and I had the sampler, so we're like, well, let's just do it all at once. So what's your rating on this one?
The Amber Lager, I would give that a solid 6.5, I'd say. It's round flavor, nothing too out of the ordinary, mild, but good. You know, I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with it. It makes me think of Newcastle. It makes me think of, you know, why doesn't Newcastle make an NA?
Yeah.
So, but good job for them. They're amazing. LUPULIN, I love their design, their can designs. I think that is also something that they do really well. Their merch is cool too.
I'll have to go check it out. I've never been there.
It's in Big Lake. It's a hike.
Oh wow, that's up there.
It's hike. Love you guys. Sorry, it was a hike. That day I had to drive all the way from Minneapolis to Badger Hill, and then to Wooden Hill, and then to Big Lake, and then back to Minneapolis. It was a day.
That's a few hours.
Yeah, it was.
My score, I'm gonna give it a 7 because it reminded me of Nordy's, which I had at my wedding and really enjoyed Nordy's when I was younger. It had a lot
When I
of.
was younger.
When I was young, yeah. What is that? Maybe 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
When I got married. It's got a lot of, like you said, kind of the malty notes that I like. It's lighter in body. It has enough going for it flavor-wise without being overwhelming, like like you described the one IPA as being too much for you. So it was good. I liked it.
I'm gonna get the other one.
Which one do you want to do next? Surprise me? Surprise me.
I will.
Here, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so we can grow the channel and spread some awareness for NA beverage consumption. We're both here, very passionate about the space and hoping to let people know what's out there.